If you saw my last video, you know I got mana regen 5 on all my equipment. I got a talisman that gives 10% mana regen and an overflux orb. With this, I was able to do tier 4 E-mans pretty easily. But the problem was, it was not fast enough for me. So in today's video, I'll be getting more damage so I can do it even faster. The way I'll be doing this is with Crimson Armor. If you don't know, Crimson has a perk that when you have 10 stacks, the next enemy you hit, it does a swipe to, dealing over 3 times your damage. What most people don't know is this also works with mage weapons. So today, I'll be getting mana pool, mana regen 5 on some Crimson Armor. These attributes can cost close to 300 mil when you get them on Aurora, but since it's not used for Crimson, that's pretty cheap. I've bought all the pieces to make mana pool, mana regen 5, now it's just time to combine them. There we go, now they're all mana pool, mana regen 5. Now it's time to enchant. There we go, that's my set of Crimson Armor. I'm not going to do anything else to it for now. In case I want to sell it, I don't want to put any stars on it, because then it'll be soulbound. All that's left to do is test it on some E-Man. Now it's time for a damage test. This is the Storm Armor I'm using. One's perfect Amethyst and one's perfect Jasper. It is necrotic, so it's going to be alright for the damage test, however it's not. With the Storm, you can see I'm doing 1.8 million damage pretty consistently. I would be doing more if this wasn't an Estrella, but I use it for dungeons, so I like the extra health. Now, to test it with the Crimson Armor, you can see I only have 3 stacks right now because I killed 3 mobs. If you have it all the way up to 10 stacks, it's going to do over 3 times your damage. So, okay, now I have my 10th stack. When I hit this mob, you can see I do 1.5 plus the 3.4, which is a little bit over 3 times your damage. Now I'm going to test it on Enderman. To Enderman with the Storm Armor, as you can see, I'm doing 2.8. 2.88, so close to 2.9. We can round it up. With Crimson, however, if I can get it on, jeez. Crimson Armor, let me get 10 stacks right, but you can see with 10 stacks in Crimson, I'm doing 2.5 and 8.5 because of the extra swipe, meaning I'm doing 11 million damage, which is quite a bit over 3 times your damage with the Storm. That's kind of absurd to do over 11 million a hit. I'm gonna go test it on an E-Man boss. I like to spawn my bosses in the Zealot Bruiser area. It's almost as fast as the other place to spawn bosses. It also gives me a chance of a Summoning Eye, but the main reason is because I'm not in Final Destination Armor and I'm in Crimson, I'm really squishy towards Enderman, and so I can use Remnants of the Eye here, and the other place it doesn't work. Meaning, if I die, I have 5 lives or as many Remnants as you can. They're really cheap, it's not hard to get them. I'll be back when my boss spawns. Okay, I'm about to spawn my boss. I like to spawn under this thing. I'll spawn my boss. Oh, there he is. I place an overflux and I can just teleport up here. I use explosive arrows with a Terminator. It doesn't have to be a Terminator. You can also use summons instead if that's better for you. And then I get 10 stacks, which is important, and then you can just damage him. As you can see, I'm probably gonna die here. Oh, not. Yeah, I'm not dead. Oh, I did die, but my remnant saved me. The better you are at it, the easier it will be to phase skip. Whoops, I wasn't crouched. As you can see, I was really close to phase skipping. It's like if you get him under 140 million the first time he phase skips. Maybe special zealot. That's crazy. I don't know what he is, I'll get him in a second. That special zealot really discombobulated me. Make sure you get the beacons. But yeah, you can see it's a lot faster than using Final Destination Armor. And the better you get it, the smoother it will become. It's been a while since I've done these. I'm obviously rusty, as you can tell. But it's not very hard to do, especially when you have Remnants of the Eye. You don't really have to worry about surviving, and you just sit here and spam him. Phase skip? No. 12 million away. Face skipping would be a lot easier if I had a hype. I'm using an Estrella because I use it for dungeons and I like the extra EHP. But when you have a hype, you do more damage, so it wouldn't be hard to face skip. I also don't have very many talisman because I don't like spending money on that. Because I'm dumb, I guess. But if you had more talisman, it wouldn't be hard either. But yeah, you can see, easy boss. That took Sky Tails decided not to work. It was a little over 60 seconds because I placed my power over at the beginning and it ended slightly before. With my final destination, I think it was closer to 2 minutes, which is a lot slower. But the more you practice this, and if you got consistent in face skipping, you can do it in under 50 seconds, I'd say. Which is pretty good. Which is pretty good considering the fact it's pretty cheap to get this armor. It's actually somewhat comparable to getting final destination armor. It depends on how max you go and if you put stars or not, how high your mana regen goes, but it's not that much more expensive, and you can do bosses significantly faster, so I would definitely recommend it. Very good. This is not the only place you can use it to. It's actually very useful in low levels of Kudra. If you're going to be CC, which is the clearing person, you can kill the mobs. It's like you can one-shot all the mobs because of how much damage you do. Which saves you a lot of mana, and then since it's not Storm, you can actually add mana regen on it, meaning you will regen mana quicker. Overall, I think it's a very useful set, and highly recommend. Obviously, that wasn't a perfect T4 Enderman boss, and the more you do it, the better you'll get. I died quite a few times because it's been a long time since I've done them, but it clearly is faster and better than using Final Destination armor. Not only can you use this armor set to do your own bosses, but you can do carries, which make quite a bit of money. Each carry can go for as much as 2 million coins, and if you do it quick enough, you could probably get 20 to 30 bosses in an hour. This completely depends on how fast you can kill a boss, but also how fast the person you're doing it with can spawn the boss. But 20 bosses, let's say 2 mil a boss, that's 40 mil an hour, which is pretty good for a set this cheap. It'd only take you a few hours to pay off this set. Obviously excluding the Hyperion, which I'm assuming you had before you bought this set. Which is pretty good. That'll be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, later.